What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to cover my plan, my goal, my hopes, and my dreams to scale my business to 100K a month in the next 6 to 8 months, roughly. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that, my strategy, the offer I'm using, the channel of client acquisition I'm going to use. Just going to do a little deep dive, show you where I'm at, show you where I'm planning to go. Doing this for a couple of reasons. One, hopefully you can get some value out of it. You can use this to help you grow your business. As entrepreneurs, right? All it takes is just one little tweak, one little strategy to make all the difference. So I'm gonna dive in, show you what I've got in the works, but also just to put myself out there. I like a good challenge, and when you put yourself out there publicly, it's gonna hold yourself a little more accountable than you would be. And I'm just trying to find all the force multipliers to help me get to my goals. So let's dive in. So I run an advertising agency. If you don't know, I have a mix of done-for-you clients where I charge an average retainer of $1,000 to $1,500 a month, depending on the service. And then I also have a mix of SaaS type clients where I'm charging $300 to $500 a month, purely for a software type of system, right? And there's a lot of terms out there: automation agency, SaaS, SMMA, and none of that really matters. It's what are the elements of your offer, right? We don't need to get bogged down in titles and all of that. I have a mixed business, a hybrid type business where I have agency clients that pay me a retainer, and I have SaaS clients that are more purely based on the software of High Level and Upex and Capri, which is the AI component. So we do about 25K a month. I've been doing this for about 4 years. And a lot of ups and downs, a lot of iterations of types of business models, types of offers, and all kinds of stuff, right? So we're doing about 25K a month, roughly 35 to 40% profit margins. I have a team of 4, I think. So I got Zach, my client success manager. He handles all of our client success, all of our client interactions, all of the problems, all of everything. Every type of communication, he handles it all. And that's his role and his responsibility as a client success manager / account manager. I also have Amy. She's been with me 4 years as well. So has Zach, and she's my media buyer. Man, I'm just, side note, thankful for my team. If you aren't building a team, you should definitely build a team if your goal is freedom. I don't know about you, but for me, I definitely want time freedom in my life, not just making 6 figures, 7 figures. I want to make sure I have a team. And more so, I've been reading this book, side notes, called Who Not How. Highly recommend it. You should check it out. It'll inspire you and expand your vision, expand your idea of what business can be when you start collaborating and building teams. I got Amy. She's my media buyer. She crushes it with all of our client results, getting them the best cost per lead, buying the ads on Facebook, Instagram. And I've got Carla. She's our call center, so she's helped call the leads for our clients that use that service. And then I have Jen. She's another VA that is just handling the day-to-day tasks, little operational things like billing, refunds, anything to do with that. She handles all of those types of tasks. And most recently, we brought on Jess and John as closers as of the last 3 weeks, and I'm super excited to dive into that here coming up. So let's talk about why we haven't scaled to 100K a month just yet. We've been at 25, 30K for the last 4 years. Why haven't we been able to break beyond that? Why have we been stuck, right? So there's multiple factors. One, being the most important, is your internal world, your beliefs, your motivations, and the season of life that you're in. I haven't always wanted to grow significantly for multiple reasons. One, I just believed that that's gonna cause me to sacrifice my freedom. I had this belief that if I'm gonna go to 100K a month, that's gonna be causing me to lose my freedom. I'm gonna have to be on sales calls all day. I'm gonna have to be managing a team. It's just gonna be stressful, and I don't wanna deal with that. Because my highest core value is freedom. I'm a dad, I have 2 kids, and I've been able to make 8 to 10K profit every month, which is comfortable. It provides a decent lifestyle, and I have a ton of freedom. I can work when I want to. So I just haven't always been motivated to take it to the next level. In the last season of life, we traveled for 6 months, right? And I worked for like 4 hours a week. So life was pretty good, but if you're not growing, you're dying. I kind of believe that for the most part, and it just depends on the season of life as well. I'm now in a season where we're planted. We have a new home. We moved a year ago, and I'm in a place that I love. This is the season of building. That's the season I'm in. When I'm communing with God and I'm talking to God, that's the sense I get. Like, this is a time to build. And this thought kept reoccurring in my mind that, a God life is a life of expansion, right? If you are in relationship with God, He's always expanding. He's always growing and creating. So that's been something that's been inspiring me. Like, I want to go to the next level. I want to challenge myself. I've always been an athlete and I thrive on challenges. So now I want to take a new challenge to hit this 100K a month mark, because I know it's going to be a game changer for me and my family. Okay? Being able to solve these problems. Because when you're influencing or when you're making videos and you're making content, like, all you can really help people with is what you've accomplished. I always say, like, dude, if you're going to help people, just share your breakthroughs. Share your breakthroughs. Show people the giants you have slayed in your life, and then show them how you've done it, so that they can also do the same. So that's also very inspiring for me, very motivating, is to be able to make content and show people what I've been able to accomplish so that I can help others as well. So seasons change, and now I see that what was holding me back, believing that I'm gonna lose my freedom if I scale, has changed. And now I can see the reality is leverage, right? The more leverage you find in your business, that's what it's all about. You don't have to sacrifice all of your freedom. Although I'm willing to work hard, and it's going to be a season of growth and growing my team and putting more hours in than normal, it's going to be worth it, because I have goals that are attached to how my family is going to benefit and how my life is going to be better. I feel like the reasons and the motivation have lined up, and the season has lined up, and now it's game time. It's time to go make some moves. So as I got clarity on the vision, the main problems now are, how do I get enough leads? Because that's what's been holding the business back. I just simply haven't had enough leads and appointments and new clients coming in to outpace my churn. If you don't know what churn is just the rate of that you're losing clients every month, right? So the problem, how do I get enough leads? How do I get enough booked calls? The solution for me is paid ads. Paid ads has always been the number one way I've been able to acquire clients. Historically, it's been very difficult to get my cost per booked call at an efficient rate where the math would make sense. But I use this thing called a projection calculator. I'm gonna jump on my computer. I'll show you the numbers. I'll show you the calculator and the plan on how we are going, the strategy and how we're gonna get to 100K a month using paid ads and the offer and all that good stuff. Let's dive into that right now. This is my favorite sheet. I actually got this from Hormozy a few years ago when we worked together on his software, Alan. Just made my own iterations to it, tweaked some things, but something he told me is money math is the only math that matters, and I couldn't agree more. Didn't like math in high school, but I enjoy this kind of math because it just shows me how we going to get rich up in here, son. So let's dive in. The paid ads acquisition channel is what I'm going after, okay? The offer I'm using is $4.97 a month. Use our AI system to get you as many members as you can handle. My niche is gyms. We have another niche we're going after. I'm not going to talk about that at the moment. That's the offer. And I'm leading with an offer type of ad. I'm not running a lead magnet in the sense of I'm not giving like a value bomb and then I'm going to try to sell you later. No, I'm just selling you now. And the key difference here, this is the main thing you want to pay attention to. This is what's working for me, is that we just put the price on the ad because it's so cheap. And it's actually $3.97 a month for the gym niche that we're running this to. $3.97 a month. It's such a low price point that you can just put the price on the ad and people actually love that. Okay, people actually love that. And it's working. So it's working. I say, hey, here's our AI system. It's going to get you clients. It's going to work your leads. It's going to run your ads and book a call. So pretty straightforward. My plan to scale ads to get us to 100K a month in 6 months is to scale my ad spend up to about $500 a day and then more. Okay. But at the moment, what we can handle is we're right about $300 a day. Right, so these are the numbers we've had so far. 3 weeks into this, we've collected around $8,000. None of these other numbers make sense, and I'm very unorganized, so I just started tracking this in this new sheet. I started a new tracking system in August, so we've had 54 consults. Our total show rate's been 60%. First call closes have been 8 closed deals, 10 closed deals total so far. In August, we have one more week left to crush it. Our average close rate has been 30%. All right, so that's where we're at so far. And the numbers and the variables that you really have to pay attention to are the show rate here. All right, so I know there's a lot of numbers here, but let's just put in 60%, which is our average show rate. Okay, cost per booked call has been around $70, but I just put $100. So let's put in $70, which we've been able to average at $300 a day for the last 3 weeks. Close rate hasn't been 40%, it's been 30%. All right. So at a 30% close rate with those numbers, with a 60% show rate, with a $70 cost per booked call, we're looking at 38 new clients per month at $500 a day ad spend. That's about 2 new clients per day. For me, I'm a little complicated. What we do is we have agency clients and then software clients. So on the same call that I hop on with people, I give them 2 options. You can do our done for you service, which is a little more expensive, or you can use our software, which is more affordable. So a certain percentage of them are going to become agency clients. A certain percentage are going to be software clients. So I break all those numbers down and based on the percentages, and then total cash collected for the month is roughly $43,000. My profit after paying sales and ad spend is about $20K. My return on ad spend and commission, sales commission is about 1.8 in my first month. And if you've been listening to Hormozi's book, as long as you can make your money back in your first month from your ad spend, like you have a money printing machine, because we are in the business of recurring revenue. If I can spend 30 grand to make 20 grand, well, 30, if I can spend 30 and I make 30K back and 20K of that is reoccurring, I do that all day long. So that's the game. That's what gets me excited. That's what's fun. And the cool thing is you don't actually need a brand to do this. You just need to have a good offer. You need to run Facebook ads, and you can't be afraid to spend money. The way I do that, grab a 0% interest credit card. That's my favorite way to scale with Facebook ads. Give you a little more cushion. I just recently got one with a $25,000 limit, and I'm using that, putting all the ad spend on that, get the points. It's a good deal. So those are the numbers, right? Those are the numbers. And the cool thing is, man, if you can tweak your close percentage and get that up to 35% close rate in 6 months, instead of being $108,000 a month, I am at $125K a month. If I can get my close rate to 40%, holy smokes, man, now I'm at $140K a month. By the way, this isn't just fluff numbers. This is with a 20% churn rate. Okay, the math on this sheet is I'm losing 20% of my clients every single month, which is terrible. It's terrible, but it's sometimes realistic. Ideally, let's see where I'd be at if I was at a 10% churn rate. I'm only losing 10%. Now in 6 months, I'm at $176K a month. So this drives home the point of how important it is to tweak the numbers. Go for those small gains every single day. Go for, spend your time as a CEO of your business. Spend the time trying to tweak the levers. Okay, how do I reduce churn? Okay, that should be like, and this is what I'm trying to get better at, is having a certain time during my week. All right, I'm going to work on tackling this problem. How do I reduce churn?